because of the nature of politics is such that Nitish Kumar had very huge sympathy. If you ask me, I would say that he is the best leader in uh, Bihar ever had. But still, because of his health and because of so many flip flops and every other thing, that objection to shifting of Nitish to Rajya Sabha, it has basically emanated from a group of Kurmi leaders. If a leader is popular and if the leader has sympathy of the masses, nobody speaks about his ill health. The accountability of running the government that rested with someone who were not elected. In 1996, when Nitish Kumar forged alliance with IPF, he was not able to win even 6 seats. I have not seen any politician, irrespective of his age, irrespective of his frail health. It is very difficult to run with someone, to allow someone to run the government when he is not in his best of health.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Politics on the Hindu Originals YouTube channel. I'm Nistula Hebbar, the national political editor of the Hindu. As well, you know, on this show, we try to go behind stories hitting the headlines in domestic politics. And this week, there has been no bigger story in domestic politics than the nominations filed by Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar for the Rajya Sabha, signaling that he will be bowing out of state politics. And to discuss all of the implications of this, not just for the protagonists in the field, but also the political field of Bihar, we can have nobody better than Ajay Singh. Ajay Singh ji, veteran journalist, has worked in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, and is former press secretary to Presidents Kovind and Draupadi Murmu. Welcome again, Ajay Singh ji. It is good to meet you again after our lovely interview that we had in the midst of the Bihar election, which also kind of revolved around the people that we are going to be talking about today.
Thank you, Nistula. Thank you for having me here and for your generous introduction.
Well, Ajayji, all of it was well deserved, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm going to plunge right in. Was this a surprise for you? This set of events that happened in the last few days.
Well, Nistula, if I have to speak the truth, I'll say that it should have happened long back.
Okay.
Some 2.5 years back, I had gone to Bihar,
Hmm.
and I could see that Nitish Kumar's health is not, he is not able to recognize people.
Hmm.
So all those things, that cog cognition decline, that was
Hmm.
very much evident, and everybody spoke about it in a hush hush manner. Nobody says it openly, but the health issue was.
Is it good manners which prevented everybody from saying it? What do you think?
No, in fact, if you look at it, not only in India, across the world, if
Hmm.
a leader is popular and if the leader has sympathy of the masses, nobody speaks about his ill health. But that is a reality, and we should not ignore that.
Hmm.
Because you see, the constitution is unemotional,
Hmm.
but the people's sympathy, they could be emotional. So we should segregate sympathy from the requirement of the constitution.
Hmm.
And when I saw it 2.5 years back, I was surprised.
Hmm.
When he continued as chief minister, even then I thought that it's a kind of hoax played on the people of Bihar.
Hmm.
But people accepted it because Nitish Kumar, no doubt about that, Nitish Kumar is an outstanding leader. His personal integrity, his persona, amiable persona, his image of being a man of conciliation. So and socialist background. So all that fit into the Bihar's total political nature. So that was the reason why nobody spoke about it.
Hmm.
But the reality was something different. Reality was that we all know that the kind of cognition decline that he was facing, there the accountability, I mean, the accountability of running the government that rested with someone who were not elected.
So you're feeling that all these aspersions that are being cast on a cast of characters from Delhi who are trying to take over the chief ministership of Bihar, all of this is misplaced. You think that this had to happen and it should have happened a while back.
Yeah, this should have happened long back. This should have happened long back, but because of the nature of politics is such that Nitish Kumar had very huge sympathy,
Hmm.
and that's
Yeah, I also observed that during the Bihar elections. I'd written about it in the Hindu also, that it seemed as though the entire electorate was colluding in not talking about his health. They realized this could be his last assembly election and they wanted to give him a good farewell.
That
yeah,
kind of
it was a
feeling
kind
was
of
coming
farewell
out.
gift.
Huh.
Absolutely, it was a kind of farewell gift. But
Hmm.
reality is that this kind of farewell gift, it could be emotional, but if you look at it in terms of constitution, then you realize that it it is very difficult to run with someone, I mean,
Hmm.
to allow someone to run the government when he is not in his best of health.
Hmm.
And his health was really bad.
Hmm.
So that is what I would like to say on that.
So, what happens to the JDU, now that Nitish Kumar appears to be withdrawing from the field? This is a party that, he founded at that time, Samatha Party, with several other partners who have also now departed, either from the field or from this world. And he was the undisputed leader, the single most important leader in the Janata Dal United for many years now. When you leave a space like that and a voter support base that looks to you to come to you rather than to largely the party, I mean, you become a symbol of a particular kind of politics. What happens to the party structure and the people that you leave behind?
Yeah, that will be difficult to forecast because, JDU emerged out of a political space which was occupied by non-Yadav OBCs,
Hmm.
and Kurmis were in the forefront.
Hmm. Hmm.
So Kurmis and Koiris and all others. So Nitish had that kind of image in which, in famous words of Saibal Gupta,
Hmm.
he forced coalition of extremes.
Hmm.
So Nitish had that kind of ability. In his absence, in his, I mean, when he is not in his best of his health, so that would be difficult for JDU to keep it intact.
Hmm.
So any leadership that come, I mean, what you see right now, that objection to shifting of Nitish to Rajya Sabha, it has basically emanated from a group of Kurmi leaders. So once JDU gets confined to a caste party,
Hmm.
then it would not have that kind of impact which Nitish-led JDU had.
Because it had a broader coalition. Yeah.
It had very, I mean,
What a feel.
it forced so many social forces. So it remains to be seen that who takes over from him and who has that kind of political acumen and sharpness who
Hmm.
can force that kind of coalition. If it is not there, then this party would splinter into many other uh, groups and it would be difficult to hold it intact.
Okay. Now, yesterday I was talking to somebody who has been in both the RJD and the JDU, an old Janata socialist, from the 70s. And he was of the opinion that the Mandal politics and the rest of it, which emanated as a reaction from these, 4, 5 upper caste chief ministers that the Congress imposed on Bihar at that time, that entire circle is now complete, because you had Mandal politics, then you had Nitish Kumar's reinterpretation of social justice politics of Mandal, then you had Narendra Modi's entry and the BJP also getting some part of that social justice part, not just Kamandal, but also getting some bits of, social justice politics attached to them. And apparently now is the end of that era, apart from, of course, the exit of many of the emergency movement leaders as well from Bihar. So, do you look at it as running full circle on Mandal politics now, or what do you see happening?
No, what I would say that caste would remain a reality in Bihar.
mm,
So, you cannot discount the caste as such.
mm,
But once BJP, I mean, transforms into a party which is essentially a backward party. I mean, now, as of now, till 3 or 4 years back,
mm.
or even still, BJP doesn't have that kind of backward support.
Right.
Right.
Once it becomes evident that BJP has assumed that kind of role, then the BJP will fill the va- vacuum. I mean, BJP will be able to replace backward parties as, I mean, its identity will be that of a backward party which has coalition with upper caste party as well.
Do you see that happening really? Because
Not immediately, because we have to wait and see how this JDU, this transition of Nitish Kumar from Patna to Delhi, how if it is accepted well by the JDU, or the kind of reaction JDU will do. I mean, JDU leadership will how do they react?
Mm,
If they react in a positive manner, and if the, I mean, as of now, BJP has more backwards than any other party. So if the
Yes, so
BJP
John,
no,
can,
the problem with the BJP, the way I look at it, is that they are BJP leaders who happen to be from backward communities. They are not the leaders of that particular caste, that caste leader who happens to be in the BJP. That difference is there. You happen to be this thing, but you're actually just, you're a BJP person. You are not leading members of that caste to align with BJP. That I feel that is the problem with the BJP.
yeah, you're right, because if you look at it right now, there is no BJP leader who can have that kind of a stature which Nitish has
mm,
or Lalu had at one point of time. So there is no leader except Sushil Modi was the one
yeah.
who had that kind of a stature. But there is no other leader in the BJP. But assuming if somebody comes up and takes up the mantle in this kind of situation, whereas there is no one, I mean, where nobody is seen. Uh, so in that case, if somebody comes and takes the mantle, then we have to see if BJP really assumes that kind of role as a backward party with which can forge coalition with upper caste as well,
Mm,
smooth coalition with upper caste, then that will be a kind of combination which JDU and BJP used to have. And when BJP and JDU had that kind of combination, they used to, I mean, win hands down.
So the way I look at it, the RJD, I think in the last couple of elections has demonstrated the limitations of their own politics and community coalition, because the floating voter is not going to them. The floating voter always went with Nitish. Nitish and BJP were an unbeatable kind of a combination in Bihar. Now with this JDU in a bit of an array, the contest when it becomes kind of a binary between the BJP and the RJD, do you think, and let's leave aside the JDU for a while, they could be struggling for some time. Do you think there is a space there for a new political force to emerge, some new political parties, some new leaders?
You know, Nitish Kumar had a unique position. He parted away from Lalu Yadav, and he was the representative of backward. So there was a time when Lalu Yadav had a dominance on Bihar politics like anything. I mean, he
Right.
was totally dominating the scene.
Mm.
And in that context, Nitish Kumar emerged as non-Yadav OBC leader.
Mm.
So if you could recall, in 1996, when Nitish Kumar forged alliance with IPF, he was not able to win even 6 seats. But once
Then they went to the BJP. Yeah.
he went with the BJP, that coalition of extremes that worked in his favor. As of now, you are right that it is very difficult for BJP to have that kind of coalition on its own.
Mm.
That becomes difficult. But still, since there is no one, if
Mm.
he goes to Delhi and he is not a force to reckon with. I
Mm.
mean, his presence is symbolic, more or less.
Mm.
So in that case, if somebody emerges from BJP and takes the mantle, then it will be a different story. Then there will be no scope for third force. Then
Mm.
BJP and
Mm.
Congress RJD. I mean,
Mm.
that kind of force. So it will be a kind of, again, this two-party system kind of thing,
Yeah, the binary situation. Yeah.
binary. But as of now, it is far-fetched. It is far-fetched because I don't know how will it play out, this
Mm.
JDU thing. I mean,
Mm.
if and there is another thing, if it gets confined to Kurmi party,
Mm.
then it will be the undoing of the JDU. Because then most of the other leaders, they will go with the party which is in power.
Mm.
So then BJP will gain out of it.
Mm.
So my assessment is that.
I always believe, Ajayji, that people are sentimental in our country and also deeply wise about certain things, you know. Politicians may think that they are doing some calculations and acting out of certain calculations. People normally see through a lot of things and they see through a lot of cynicism as well. I mean, especially in Bihar, I saw it, especially in this election, the way the sentiment was expressed, you know, for Nitish Kumar and this and that. Uh, do you think that uh, we are entering, a kind of a period of cynicism in Bihar politics? This is my last question. Because now the Mandal seems to have, kind of played out all permutations and combinations, caste, communities, mobilization, all of that. Uh, Personalities, those big leaders from the post-emergency era, the emergency movement, they're all gone. Ram Vilas Paswan is gone, Sushil Modi is gone, Lalu Prasad Yadav is not active, Nitish Kumar just signaled that he's not going to be active in state politics. Are we entering kind of open season and perhaps more cynicism and less idealism in Bihar politics, do you think?
Should we call it cynicism or should we call it transition into a new era? I mean, it's
You're
a
free to
kind.
do it. I'm asking you the question.
So I would say that as I told you earlier also, that politics is a intense game of ambitions,
Mm.
which is driven by acute sense of narcissism.
Narcissism. Yes, I remember you said that.
Yeah, so that any politician, I have yet to come across any politician who would say that now it's time to take rest and go back.
Mm.
Except one, Madhav Singh Solanki. I have not seen any politician, irrespective of his age, irrespective of his frail health.
mm,
So I think we should treat this moment as a kind of, it had to happen. It should have happened long back, but it didn't happen because of certain reasons. And now there will be an era of politics where new social forces will combine and they will throw a new kind of personality. We have
mm,
to wait for that. Uh, it may not to be our liking initially.
mm.
It may come because as it is, I have been saying all along that Bihar is a kind of a state which is jinxed.
Why? Why do you say that?
Why I say that? Because this 15 years of Lalu regime saw the decline of Bihar. And then there came a kind of hope with 5 years of Nitish Kumar's term, 2005 to 10. That was the best term for Bihar. And after 2010, his own political ambition, his flip flops, and everything, although Bihar progressed well, but not to, I mean, if you keep his first 5 year term, the next all 15 years, it was a kind of drag on. So that is why I say, and then his health, he's a very good leader. Uh, I mean, if you ask me, I would say that he's the best leader in uh, Bihar ever had. But still, because of his health and because of so many flip flops and every other thing, Bihar kept, uh, I
Waiting.
mean, yeah, it remains a backward state. So somebody told me recently on my trip in Patna that it seems like this land is cursed. So so
That's
I was shocked to hear that.
That sounds like a deeply frustrated person there.
No, it's because of the history of Bihar is such that if somebody new comes up and he promises something new or something new for Bihar, then it will be a nice thing. So we keep on changing things, and I think this new era would have certainly something better than
for
past.
everybody. Mm,
Well, we'll conclude this here. I mean, I wrote a piece in the Hindu on Thursday where I said that, online chatter is that the regime change was attempted to being, secured in Iran, but it ended up in Bihar. And just like in the global world order, we're entering a completely new state of the global world order. We seem to be entering a completely new stage in Bihar's political history, and we are excited to see what we get to see in the future. Ajayji, thank you so much for joining me on Talking Politics, and thank you, viewers, for staying till the end. I shall see you next week with another topic hitting domestic politics. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nistula.